It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shabbat. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready to go here at Fenway. And today on the hill, Garrett Crochet.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
High fly ball, shallow right field. And there's one away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
That one missed. On the ground to third. Bregman to first. And there are 2 down.
Batting third. Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
2 outs, base is empty. Jose Ramirez will hit next. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. Our starter in this one, Tanner Bybee. What do you look for here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now David Hamilton.
Shortstop, David Hamilton.
Line and a base hit into right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Masataka Yoshida now at the plate. Move to first, and he's back in there. The 1-1 is upstairs. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Inside, just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Hamilton gets his lead at first with nobody out. Line drive. And it looks like trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Now batting Jarren Duran. The pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
And now it's Alex Bregman. That one is absolutely belted. Going back. And it's off the top of the wall. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the second from Fenway Park. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Guardians nothing. Game 1 of this wild card series. And now the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. On the corner for a strike. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. That was pretty nasty.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Doyle snags it, and there's 2 away.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Foul ball there. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. The Guardians go down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Back in Boston, bottom of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. Swing and a pop-up. Edwards. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Batting 8, center fielder, Brenton
Doyle up next for the Red Sox. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And down on strikes. That K is his third of the game.
That slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Red Sox go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Top half of the third inning. So in now for Cleveland, Ezekiel Tovar.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Hit hard, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 8, catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. On the ground, could be 2. It's in and out of his glove. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Fastball grooved right down the middle, and usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Brian Rocchio. One out and a runner at second here in game 1 of the wild card series. And a big swing and a miss.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
So the lineup flips over. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. And it's second. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So 1 hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Boston, here's the shortstop at the plate, David Hamilton.
David Hamilton.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Red
Now
Sox,
it's the DH,
designated
Masataka
hitter,
Yoshida.
Masataka Yoshida.
Hamilton on at first, nobody out. There's the strike of the knees, and the count is 2-2. Line drive, base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's
Up
2 for
next
2
for
now
the
on the
Red
night,
Sox,
and just a
left
triple and
fielder,
home run away from the
Jarren
cycle.
Duran.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. That's off the mark. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Runner takes off. In the air, right field. Noel on the move. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. A run comes in the play.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the last half of the third. Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. 2 on, 2 outs. This to third, and he can't come up with it. In to score is the runner from third, and they lead by 4. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple, and then that error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
Stepping in, Connor Wong. That misses, and the count's full. Base hit and a run in to score.
gets a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Tanner Bybee gives way, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Doug
Cleveland.
Nikhazy comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Abreu on second. Wong on at first with 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Kwan moving back. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Guardians nothing. Back here at Fenway Park, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Stephen Kwan. The 2-1. And he takes a strike. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's down. A base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting third baseman.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting right fielder John Kinsey Noel.
John Kinsey Noel digs in for the Guardians. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one way inside. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help
now
from the umpire.
Center fielder,
so they're all
Thomas.
loaded up. And up next for Cleveland, Lane Thomas.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Berdansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Here's a 2-1.
Ball, that's inside.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Hey! 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there. And he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter. But with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Ezequiel Tovar.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here. Love how the guy out there in the mound did not panic after loading the bases, went right to work, got 2 quick outs, and he's got to bear down just to get 1 more and get out of this inning.
The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. And midway in the 4th, it's the Red Sox 5 and the Guardians nothing. And we're back here at Fenway Park, bottom of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
The other way, and foul ball. And a swing and a miss, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now it's the shortstop, David Hamilton. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
1 down, base is empty. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
2 down, base is empty. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Line drive, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Noel in position, makes the catch, inning over. Game 1 of this wild card series. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. Hit on the ground to short. Whips it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
So in now for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. That one the other way, and that's just foul. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the wild card series. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. That one out to right, Abreu. And that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Guardians nothing. Back here at Fenway, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out towards left center. Thomas on the move. 1 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman Tristan
Casas getting ready to hit. One down, base is empty. In for a strike, and it's 1-2. Up the middle, Rocchio. Throw to first in time.
Now batting third baseman Alex Bregman.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Alex Bregman. 2 outs, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Tosses to first, and they get Bregman for the out. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're through 5. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Guardians nothing. Lucas Giolito into the game. Steven Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. That one ripped right center field. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Kwan leads off second with nobody out. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. There's a swing and a drive. And that one will bang off the wall near the pesky pole. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Wong pulls it down, 1 down.
Now batting center fielder Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. That's in there. And it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Check swing. He held up. And it's 2-1.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 5-1. Bottom of the sixth. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Just missed.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Ball 3.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Hunter Gaddis up and throwing. Stephan getting cranked up as well. Hit in the air left field. Kwan should have this one. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher, Connor.
Now the catcher
Wong.
up to hit. Connor Wong. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. But it's that big arm that really stands out.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down. Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that will drop foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ground ball, could be 2. Ramirez toss to second, throw to first, safe.
Now batting, second baseman, Trevor Story.
Here's Trevor Story. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Over to first, and he's saved.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And that's downstairs. And it's 3-2. That one ripped left field. And it's off the green monster. Coming home. He will score. The runner stops at second.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
David Hamilton digs in now. Swing and a miss, and he got him. They limit the damage here. Red Sox with an RBI double, and this is now a 6-1 ball game.
Tick-tock with the time on the clock. You've been here wasting my time. Boy, you need to stop asking me 21 questions, going back and forth. Ain't playing tennis. You 1 minute, about to start up a war.
Top of inning number 7, and now the DH, Ezequiel Tovar. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for Cleveland.
And up next for
catcher,
Cleveland, Bo
Naylor.
Naylor.
Ball.
Movement in the bullpen.
2 balls,
Liam
1
Hendricks
strike.
getting ready to go. Slayton getting loose as well. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Now at the plate, Brian Rocchio. Next pitch is outside. 2 down, nobody on here in game 1 of the wild card series. And that one is inside. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score. They trail it 6-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game
for
summary.
the Red Sox, designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him.
left
He looks
fielder,
locked in.
Jared
Timing on the swing was good.
Durant.
Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So man aboard, Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox.
Inside, ball 2.
Just off the inside edge. Nobody out. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's out.
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting it into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball
Now
right
batting,
there.
the
And with
first
that kind of
baseman,
break, if
Tristan
you can drop it in
Casas.
below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in, and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 8th inning coming up. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Guardians 1. Back here at Fenway, we go to the 8th. Now here is Xavier Edwards. The 1-1. On the ground right side, Story in plenty of time to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 1 out, bases empty. One down, bases empty. And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Gets the outside corner with that one. Got him swinging.
Now batting.
And next will be the cleanup hit. Jhonkensy Noel. The 1-1.
Ball, that's low.
Swing and a bouncer out to short. They get the force. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. 1 left for the Guardians. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Now pitching for
Back
Cleveland.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Hunter Gaddis. Here's Alex Bregman.
Leading off for the Red Sox, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Next offering is fouled back.
Two to count.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Next to hit, Wilyer Abreu. Fouls one off. 2-2. Way high.
3-2.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jacob Junis, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. Edwards throws to first in time.
Now batting, catcher Connor Wong.
2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Connor Wong. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. That misses. Two balls, two strikes the count. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're on to the ninth in game one. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Guardians 1. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Slayton.
Justin Slayton.
Here comes Lane Thomas.
Center fielder Lane Thomas.
Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one is upstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one ripped. And it hits off the monster. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. The tag out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. And a 1-2. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Liam Hendricks getting loose out there. The Red Sox leading by 5 here in the late stages of game 1. And it skips into dirt. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. And now Ezekiel Tovar.
Designated hitter Ezekiel Tovar.
This one in the air. Casas. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take the series opener here at home. So the Boston Red Sox off of the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game 1 in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series. But these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2. So that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaubin. And we're just about set to get this wild card series underway, Singy. Game one has outsized importance in a three-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Guys are always talking about setting the tone in game one of a series. Well, in a three-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the hill today, Zach Wheeler.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
All right, ready to get underway. So up now for Chicago, Nico Hoerner. And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh on the move. He's got it. And there's one away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
John Birdie at the plate. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And a base hit right there. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, right fielder.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Wheeler with a throw over. Birdie back in on a dive. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Birdie runs. Strike in there. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Here's a 2-2. That's a little bit low.
Oh, if they can push one across here in the first inning, would really settle the crowd down and help take that element out of the game early.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Move to second. Birdie back in on a dive. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the wild card series. And now, Seiya Suzuki. Next offering is downstairs. Man on second, 2 down. To the right side, Sosa. Gets it to first. That's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. Back here in Philadelphia, and today's starter, Justin Steele. What's the scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming on the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Horner makes the catch for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Just missed. Steele. He gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. That one's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Harper now. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and Harper is gone. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Game 1 of this wild card series. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. And a 3-1 on the way. And he hits a ground ball right side. Boots it. Gets off a throw. The flip to the pitcher is late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
36, catcher.
And next for the Cubs, Logan O'Hoppe. And that is out of play. Happ gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
strikes.
Right side, but that rolls foul. Man at first, one away. Outside low, and now it's filled up 3-2. Wheeler with a throw over, and he's back safely. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Dansby Swanson stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Left fielder, Kyle
And as well, lots of pump in that bet. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had a look in, I think. But that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. One down, base is empty.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. There's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
Right through there for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
The 2-2. Ground ball left side. Over to low. And the Phillies are set down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the 3rd inning. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Right through there, got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
John Birdie will hit next. On the ground, out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. As we go to the last of the 3rd, JT Realmuto steps in. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And here is Sosa to the plate. That one off the mark, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 1 of the wild card series. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 9th, designated hitter, Weston Wilson.
So here's the Phillies DH, Weston Wilson. Missed with a changeup. Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. That's to 3rd, Birdie. Throws to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and produced exactly what he was looking for.
Trey
Ball on the ground,
Turner.
nice ground out.
Here's Trey Turner. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. This is the National League Wild Card Series on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Kyle Tucker. And a foul ball.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
King Tuck goes down on strikes.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki. 1 down, base is empty. Fouled off left side. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
In half up to hit. 2 outs. That one close, ruled a ball. And now 3 balls and a strike. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Ripped on the ground to second, to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, and it remains 1-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's even up. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Lowe takes it himself. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder Kyle Schwarber.
2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to first. takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing across here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Phillies 1 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Inside. 2-1. The Cubs trailing by a run here in game 1 of the wild card series. Popped up. Boom. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop Dansby Swanson.
Swanson digs in. Two outs, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 outs. Strikes him out, went with the sweeper, and it worked. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail here 1-0. Game 1 of this wild card series. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. The 1-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous.
And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Next pitch is inside, and the count is 3-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one found hard the other way.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's JT Realmuto. That one not close. And a count 2-1. And that's down and away.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The 3-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three-two. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, and that's the inning. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1-1 now.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Upstairs. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with two strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Here's Nico Horner. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Schwarber in pursuit. He's got it, and there's two away.
Now batting, third baseman John Birdie.
John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Now
Doesn't
batting,
have to be impressive.
right fielder,
He clearly
Kyle
didn't catch
Tucker.
that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. Wheeler with a throw over. Birdie back in on a dive.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Got it. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Phillies 1 and the Cubs nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Phillies, Edmundo Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Phillies, designated hitter
Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Trey Turner now just missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Slice to right.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Snap throw to first. And Turner's back in. And it's fouled away. That one missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One left for Philadelphia, but they hold a 1-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. Looking to get the tying run on base. Cut on and lifted in the air. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs,
and up next for Chicago, Ian Happ.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And Ian swings through. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Matt Strong, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Alvarado also getting ready. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Outside. And delivers outside. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the late stages of game 1. Struck him out looking.
Now batting, catcher
Logan O'Hoppe, the next Cub to hit. There's a strike.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
In the dirt. The count now 2-2. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. Inside, just missed. Nathaniel Lowe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him swinging. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. And the Cubs are down in order. They're down 1-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's a 1-1. Pulls that one foul. Well struck, right field. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Man at second. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Justin Steele is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
the
the
pitcher
Chicago
on here,
Cubs.
Tyson Miller.
Number 49.
Just trying to keep this one close here,
Tyson
and this
Miller.
is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And he chases that one. 2 away. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Oh, Bill, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
Now batting.
And now it's JT Realmuto. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again? Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Harper at third. Bohm at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering upstairs. Edmundo Sosa next to bat for Philadelphia. 2 on, 2 outs. Check swing called strike. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air, right field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Phillies leave a couple, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Strom.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And there's a ball.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
That one is absolutely belted. No one can get there. It falls in. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.